Hey students, today is 15th of March 2017. We are in Anupam Vidyasadan, Lajit Park, Kathmandu, and we have started classroom presentation from today, right? So the students are divided into 8 groups, and in each group there are altogether 3 students, right? And today is the turn of Group A to present in one topic. So actually, while selecting the topic, also there was a democratic process, right? So we just mentioned the name of the topic and just kept the students accordingly. And Group A, there are 3 members. Group leader is Prasamsa Upadhyay, and our friend is Shweta Shrestha and Sadiksha Thapa. So, what type of presentation they have brought? Let's check it out. Here comes Prasamsa Upadhyay.
Good afternoon.
Come here. Girls, come.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to you all. As you all know, we are here to keep a light on a topic that is sound. We would first of all like to thank our science teacher, Mr. Ishwar for encouraging us to take part in such activities to build up our confidence and boost the energy level.
So, starting our presentations. Our first topic is sound. So, as everybody knows, sound is a form of energy which is produced by our vibrating body, and sound travels in form of wave. And wave means the path of energy through which energy travel. And waves can be classified into 2 types. They are mechanical wave and electromagnetic wave. And mechanical wave can be propagated into material medium only, whereas electromagnetic wave doesn't require any material medium to propagate. And now the next topic is sound wave. Disturbance set up in a medium is called a wave, and the propagation of disturbance without involving transfer of any material medium is called a wave motion. There are also types of wave motion. They are listed below. As you can see in the screen, there are transverse wave and longitudinal wave. Transverse wave means the waves in which the particles of the medium vibrate at right angles to the direction of propagation of wave through medium. Whereas longitudinal wave defines that the waves in which particles of the medium vibrate to and fro in the direction of the medium. And as you can see there, we can see also the figure of transverse wave and longitudinal wave. And next topic is some terms related to waves. So there are some terms related to waves. They are crest control, compression and rarefaction, a complete wave, amplitude, time period, frequency, wavelength and wave velocity. And for the further information, I would like to welcome Sarita Shrestha.
So next topic is relation between frequency and time period. The number of a cycle is completed in a second is the frequency. The time taken to complete one vibration is time period. Frequency and time is inversely proportional. The number of vibrations as per second is frequency. So its formula is T equal to 1 by F. So here is some characteristics of sound. It is produced by a vibrating body. It requires a materials medium for its propagation. It cannot travel through vacuum. It transmits from one place to another in the form of longitudinal wave, and it may be reflected or refracted like light. So next topic is factors affecting speed of sound in gas medium. They are density, temperature, humidity, direction of wind. Audibility. The range of frequencies which a listener can distinguish is known as the range of audibility. The range of audibility for user ears is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. The sound which has frequency lower than 20 Hz is called infrasound or subsonic sound or infrasound. The sound which has frequency above 20 Hz is known as ultrasonic and ultrasound. Now for further information, I would like to call Prasamsa.
Our next topic is is application of ultrasound. Ultrasound is used for drilling holes or making cuts of desired shape in materials like glass. Number 2, ultrasound is used in surgery to remove cataract and in kidneys to break the small stone into fine grains. Number 3, it helps to diagnose the causes of pain, swelling, and infection in the body's internal organs. Number 4, to examine an unborn child, fetus, in pregnant women. In infants, doctors commonly use ultrasound to evaluate the brain, hips, and spine. Our next topic is characteristics of notes. Single sound of certain pitch and duration made by a musical instrument or voice is called a note. There are 3 aspects of notes. They are loudness, quality, and pitch. These 3 quantities define a note. Number 1, pitch. Pitch is a sound of pitch of a sound is defined as the sharpness of a sound. A high sound has a high pitch and a low sound has low pitch. A tight drum skin gives a higher pitch sound than a loose drum skin. Number 2, intensity of sound. Intensity of sound is defined as the amount of sound energy passing each second through unit area. Its SI unit is decibel, dB. The sound above 80 dB is harmful to our ears. The intensity of sound depends on the points listed below. Number 1, amplitude of vibration. Number 2, distance from the source. Number 3, density of the medium. Number 4, wind. And number 5, presence of other bodies. Number 2, quality. This characteristic distinguishes notes of the same pitch and loudness produced by different musical instruments. This distinguishes 2 notes of a same pitch and loudness produced by 2 different sources. For example, a person is recognized by his or her quality of voice. Our next topic is reflection of sound. The process in which sound is sent back after striking a surface of same medium is called reflection of sound. During reflection of sound, it follows laws of sound. Echo and reverberation are the products of reflection of sound. Number 1, echo. The repetition of sound which is reflected from the walls of a large room or distant surface is called echo. Hence, when sound are created or speech is delivered, the formation of echoes creates confusion. To avoid this, walls and ceilings of an auditorium are covered with sound absorbing material so that echoes can be minimized. Condition required for echo. The condition required for echo are as follows. Number 1, the distance between the source of sound and reflector should be more than 17 meters. Number 2, the loudness of the sound should be so sufficient that it can be heard after reflection. Number 3, the reflector should be hard and cover a large area. Number 4, there should not be more sound absorbing materials on the way of sound wave. Number 2, reverberation. If the distance between the source of sound and the reflector is less than 17 meters, original sound and reflected sound mix and the sound is prolonged. The phenomenon is called reverberation. It is heard in an empty room or newly built room. In a musical concert, reverberation of sound is more beneficial as it makes music more melodious, providing continuity. Number 2 is refraction of sound. The phenomenon of bending of a sound wave owing changes in wave speed is called refraction of sound. We know that sound is heard clearly at night during the daytime because at daytime the temperature of air is maximum near the ground and it diminishes upwards. Our last topic is noise and music. The sound which produces an unpleasant effect on the ears is called a noise. A noise is an unpleasant, discontinuous, irregular sound. The sound which produces a pleasing sensation on the ears is called musical sound. A musical sound is characterized by a regular, continuous vibration with no sudden discontinuity in it. All musical sounds have regularity and rhythm in them, while a noise doesn't have any of the 3 characteristics. Thank you.
Very much the presentators, Prasamsa, Sweta and Sadiksha. So this is the first presentation. And actually what happens? Whenever we are sitting over there, we think we would do a lot of things, right? Many more ideas come in our mind, isn't that? And when we come this side, 50% we forget. 25% we forget by looking your friend's face. And 25% we give over here, isn't it? So they have done the best one. So next week, the presentators, I hope they will do much better in this one. who are the presentators of next week. Please stand up. Pralab, Sabin and Sambhav. So, which topic is there for you? Metals. Quite easy. So, divide into 3 equal parts, and then my request is you make the presentation. That is one important thing. Number second, what to do after reading, please you explain to your friends. Understood or not? Okay? Because this is the time to learn how to do presentation, how to be a good speaker. That is also the important thing. Isn't it? We don't have habit to go in front of the mass and say, we feel quite nervous. So when you go in front of the mass and say something, that's much better. Understood or not? You might have seen the leaders giving speech for a long time. Do they become nervous? No. And they become more creative also. That's why, number one, you prepare the slides according to the subject matter. Number second, you just read the point and explain. Is it possible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please, let's try. Thank you very much. Group A. So, your next or coming presentation will be more dashing, I hope. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.